unite Americans to share common burdens to reach common goals? There's an answer, but only if someone has the values, the virtues, and the vision to lead us through these troubled waters to that beckoning shore. There's an answer. There's a man. It's Barack Obama. Barack Obama is unique, but so are we all. Each of us brings to the world his own strengths and weaknesses. What qualities, then, have earned him our support for the highest executive office? Even his opponents agree. Senator Obama is smart, he's thoughtful. His biography proves he's committed to basic American values like hard work, fair play, and he's honest, and he's forthright. He articulates a vision of energy independence that's comprehensive and based on sound science and sound policies. Science we know will work. These policies include the answers we discussed at our Energy Summit in Las Vegas last week: wind, geothermal, and solar power generation, and the development of efficient power transmission. Even more importantly, they include conservation measures, ignored and indeed ridiculed by the current administration. Smarter vehicles, more efficient and accessible mass transit, energy-effective building codes, and retrofitting all have their place in Senator Obama's vision of an energy-smart America. But John McCain has a vision too, which in fairness, I must address. When doctors screen out the quack nostrums and phony remedies we call snake oil, they use two fundamental principles: the maxim, first do no harm, and the question, is it safe and effective? In Congress, as in medicine, when we're offered snake oil as a remedy for the nation's energy ills, our question should be, is it safe? Is it effective? Does it do more harm than good? Senator McCain and the Republicans have centered their answer to our vital energy needs on one solution: offshore drilling. Senator McCain calls for every speech he gives. His party has demagogued the issue in both houses of Congress. So, is offshore drilling energy policy or snake oil? Let's review the facts. White House analysts, congressional analysts, and the oil industry all agree that offshore drilling won't add one drop to our energy pool for at least 10 years. And the way things are going now, in 10 years we won't need it. Nobody will be able to afford it. As T. Boone Pickens said, and he said it right, we can't drill our way out of this crisis. But even if Doc McCain's magic offshore oil elixir won't work, will it do any harm? The answer is, we just don't know, and neither does he. It might not ruin tourism in the Gulf or on the California coast. It might not destroy vital fisheries. It might not pollute our waterways. Nobody really knows. But kindly old Doc McCain would like to sell it to you anyway. The simple fact is that the promise of more oil isn't part of the solution. It's part of the problem. At best, this is an 18th century answer to a 21st century crisis. At worst, it's pure baloney. There are no quick and easy answers here, folks. For over a quarter of a century, the Republicans have sold their magic beans with a promise of a giant beanstalk and gold over the horizon. Look what they've done to our country. Look what they've done to our planet. It's time to bring our nation back to reality. It's time for an energy policy that recognizes national security means ending dependence on oil, and the future is about new ideas and change for the better, not snake oil and quackery. It's time for recognition that threats to our planet are threats to our great country. It's time to understand that in the long run, yes, indeed, in the short run, we must wean ourselves of addiction to oil. You know,